and welcome to Respect, the San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest weekly podcast. My name is Micaya, and my co-host is always the lovely Brandy Beazley.
Brandy Beazley. Got to do it together.
Brandy Beazley.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't always Brandy Beazley, but...
No, I wasn't. I had a couple other ones.
I know you did. I met you.
You did? Exactly, right.
I know you at least 28 years, maybe 30.
Oh my goodness. Maybe like 25. Oh.
Think about, you said you came to the first Dance Fest and took pictures.
Oh, I did.
That was 27 years ago, my sis.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I feel like you knew me before because you used to take my class at the Beat.
Oh my God, in Emeryville?
In Emeryville.
Dang, girl, I used to ride the bus from San Francisco.
Really?
Like the BART and then the Emeryville, what was that called? It's some free shuttle.
Yeah, the Emery Go Round.
The Emery Go Round. Oh my gosh.
You did that. I didn't know you came all the way from San Francisco to take my class on a whatever day.
And you and David Schrag was doing classes at the B too. Oh my God.
He was taking my class.
He was taking your class. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Long time ago. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a little blast from the past. We all go back around here, people.
Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, so, we're always here. About a couple months before the Dance Fest, we start this podcast. Our intention is to let everyone know that it's coming. Let everyone know what's going to happen, who's coming and what they are doing, and to interview some of the people who will be in it, and not only find out what they're performing, but to learn from them. And oh man, Brandy and I have learned so much in the however many years we've been doing this. Every time we think we know how many years we've been doing Respect, we're wrong.
I know, we're like, Kevin, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, we thought it was 3 or 4, and Kevin is like, no, I think it's 5. Anyway, who cares? Yeah. Point is, we're keeping it going because we feel like it's a great service to the community. So here you go. When is the Dance Fest again? Is it happening soon?
November 8th and 9th. Get your tickets. 1 show on the 8th, 2 on the 9th. Yes, the noon show on the 9th is the kids can get up on stage. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My littlest one is ready.
Oh, good. I'm glad she's still ready because I love seeing her up there. So after the noon show on Sunday the 9th, we let every child that's been in the audience on stage, and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. They go crazy for a good 10, 15 minutes, and then they're done.
Right.
Because they while out, like they're not adults, like I'm trying to look cool. I'm
trying not to hurt myself.
Yeah, oh, that part too. That part too. Yes. They go full, and then they, their little bodies are exhausted, and then they can go chill or whatever for the rest of their Sunday. Mm-hmm. If you come to that show. Now, if you come to the Saturday show, anyone, doesn't have to be a kid, grown up, grandma, anybody that's been in the audience is going to come on stage after the show for the Soul Train Style Freestyle contest. I always do this. It's my Soul Train Style Freestyle contest. And we're going to have 4 winners. They're going to win money. I forget the amounts, but it's going to be fantastic. And then if you come to the last show, we promise stuff for every show because we're just like that. The last show, right after the show, soon as you leave the theater, you go in the lobby, there's going to be drinks and food for you and a performance, an award ceremony and party. And guess what? The performers will be there and you can just tell them how much you love them.
There you go. That part. Mm-hmm.
Get their autograph.
Yes. Gush on them.
As you should. To me, it's like the gods and goddesses and I wonder if there's a non-gender pronoun for a god or a goddess. I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, they're in the room. They're in the room and we are here to worship them. At least that's my point of view. Okay?
Great.
Dancers
Yeah. Yeah.
are the closest thing to God.
Ooh.
It's Sunday,
Yeah.
honey.
Goosebumps over here.
We take
Right?
this on a Sunday.
Right? Go to church.
We're going to church. Yeah, so yeah, y'all, this is an important, iconic arts event in San Francisco. We're talking about something that is not like anything else that you've seen. We're talking about fine art at the Palace of Fine Arts, featuring hip hop dance movement architects that are coming from all over the world, that are sharing their works of art with you. And we don't have a lot of that. So let's keep it sacred.
Agreed.
Who do we have today? Because I'm excited.
Oh, yes. We have LeDarius Gipsi Parker, a choreographer and street dancer from Greensboro, North Carolina. Right? Do the snaps. His personal dance style focuses primarily on hip hop freestyle, waacking, house, and krump, and his choreography with his dance company, Muna, can be versatile with elements of movement such as house, waacking, popping, krump, jazz, funk, Afro beats, and dance hall. Ooh, ooh. He's inspired and influenced by hip hop culture, visual art, movement from other countries, street dancers, and street foundational styles. He has worked in the entertainment industry for 10 years and loves to create stories with his choreography and movement. LeDarius created stories that speak to multiple generations and believes art is for everyone to enjoy and take inspiration from. Welcome, LeDarius. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. You like that intro? Did I tickle you?
I did. You
Yes.
did.
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to be here.
Good.
All you know, just listening to your bio make my heart, kind of expand a little bit like Scrooge or something. The thing is that it reminds me of, just like I have a very strong point of view of what inspires me. Obviously, other people appreciate it. You, with what you're doing, and you're doing in North Carolina, and that she named off so many different things that you do, and you do them well. And I remember looking at your piece, um, your your application, and I mean, I see a lot of different things, but I never seen anything like, okay, they're whacking, now they're crumping. they're just giving it all to you, and they're doing it with your real authentic voice. So good job. I'm so happy that you're coming. I'm so excited.
We're so excited to be a part of it. It's funny because a friend had put the flyer in a group chat, and I sent the application on a whim, like thinking, oh, just gonna send it, don't know what's gonna happen, and here we are.
I know most people don't get accepted, and especially their first time. So, it was the perfect piece to this puzzle. Um, Tell us about. I mean, did you study dance in North Carolina? Is that where you're from?
Yes, I'm from North Carolina, but I studied dance basically throughout like the East Coast and a little bit on the West Coast. I I trained a lot more on the West Coast than on the East Coast. Um, have you ever heard of this program called Boogie Zone Exchange in what is it in Torrance, California?
Yeah.
I went there and trained for about a month and spent a little time there with L Boogie,
Mhm.
training in like choreography, street dance styles, and on top of like knowledge I already had from training here in North Carolina.
Mhm.
Um, Trained in DC, New York, Atlanta. So it's like I've trained and I live in North Carolina, but I've been training as much as I can all over.
What would you say is, like what you feel the most connected to? as far as
Uh,
style, or is that just too hard of a question?
oh no, stylistically, definitely hip hop freestyle.
Mm,
Um, the bounce, grooving, all of it, it feels for me like I was a musician first, like in percussion. So for me, it feels like it's always been part of me. It's always been part of my culture. Like I'm from the South where we do like house parties, cookouts, line dancing and everything. And whenever I found out what like actual hip hop freestyle was, I was like, this felt like home.
right.
Like this is literally right up my alley. And it was interesting because like for a while how I trained, like choreography wise, to me kind of felt like it was stripping it away because they were like, okay, you got to do this, 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 and this. And in reality, foundationally wise, it was like, this is what you need to do, this is what you have, or this is what we're giving you. And then like really getting to it, it's like, I've been doing this all my life. Like we're just now getting terminology and knowledge of like what this truly is, where this came from, who the OGs are, and the culture behind it and everything.
Oh my gosh. I just have to say that, okay, I'm getting the feels. I always get the feels. Okay. I'm connecting like what you're saying to just the rich history of storytelling and like this podcast and how, that what you're giving to us and what you're talking about and how it's just making me realize like, oh yeah, hip hop dance, things that come from our ancestors, storytelling. And it just kind of, I don't know, I just got goosebumps. And I was like, wow, we're a part of that, all of us right now creating that.
Mhm.
And then I'm done.
Mhm.
So now, okay, so because you have that background, I'm from Atlanta, so I understand from the South from way back in the day. I've been out here for a long time, but raised in Atlanta. Anyway, like now you have this connection to just already having the groove and freestyle, but you're understanding you have the capacity to actually intentionally create something and choreograph. So was there like a light bulb moment where you realized that it didn't strip you back, that you were able to actually expand with having both in your
Okay, so I feel like I've always kind of been outside of the usual line of how dancers perceive things. Because for me, technically started out choreographing before I started like dancing. Because I've always had like ideas in my head, and I'm the type of person I just gotta do it. I have to get it out. And then I'm extremely creative. Like, yeah, I'm extremely creative. So it's like I naturally do things different for most people. So I feel like it all just came natural versus like it being a light bulb. Like, oh, I can choreograph. It's more so just I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it. And I didn't really have many classes and many teachers when I first started, so I had to teach myself in a way. And I know I wanted to create and see other people do, like bring my ideas to life. So it just to me, it naturally fell into place.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm a choreographer too. And it's the moment that I really choreographed, it was like, oh, this is really what I want to do for me, because
Mhm.
I realized I don't want to be a dancer on stage. I mean, it was cool when I did it. It was fine, but I didn't get any of those feels that I got when I choreographed. That for you, you're dancing in your piece though. So like you're
Yes,
oh,
yes. Well, and it's funny because I love creating and I love performing.
you love them both. Yeah.
I love them both, and it's like there are times where it's like I would love to just perform,
Uh,
but I realize it has to be like pieces that to me speak something into the world and into art, and just to me it makes me want to work even harder, like train while I'm in the piece, if that makes sense. Like get better and then
yeah.
just learn more. Like a piece that I know I can grow from. Or
Yeah.
sometimes just a piece that's just fun.
That's fun, right? Yeah. So tell us about your piece that you're bringing to the San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest.
So the piece name is Symphonic Harmony. It is about, initially, it's about two different entities. I guess I'll call it the story of creativity being brought to the world. It's about two entities, one named passion and one named discipline. I feel like with creativity, we need both, or we have both. And they come together at some point because they're always like at odds with each other. They're like sibling rivalry. They come together to create this being called harmony. I play harmony. The dancer Cam, he plays discipline, and the dancer Nick, he plays passion. And it's initially just about the synergy they have together in creating, in creating creativity, and then just putting it into the world of art and just in the world in general. So it's kind of like a prequel to a whole storyline.
What was your process of putting this together?
The process, well, of course, like thinking about it and then writing it down. I think I created it when I heard the music first.
Okay.
The music is called August Rhapsody from a movie called August Rush. And I've always loved music, and especially classical music. And for me, you don't really you see hip hop being done to all forms of music, but you rarely see it be done to classical music well. And it's like the bounce is the metronome. It's time. And it's like to be able to give the bounce its moment and for it to translate. The word normally wants to come out of my head, but I want to say clearly to people, kind of like a ballet. Like the first thought was like, this is like an off Broadway hip hop version of a ballet, telling a story, creating a play, giving you a full world to embrace and see with your eyes, but with music and movement versus words. Now, choosing the dancers, I think, was slightly the hardest part, but also the easy part. Because I have this thing where I love giving people like opportunities, especially if I see that you want it, you want to work for it and all of that stuff. But for this one, I was like, okay, I need people I know will just be in the piece or be the piece and just give me what I need. And I didn't even know I needed it. And Cam and Nick are really close friends of mine that I've worked with in the past. And just something naturally said, okay, I need these two. Because we're getting ready for this festival in Charlotte called the, Charlotte Arts Fest. And I got asked to create a piece for it. And just something said, do this one, because I've had this piece in the back burner for like, I think 3 years prior to performing it. So it's like, just do this piece. Now it's the perfect time. I was like, okay. And here we are. I put it on stage.
Was talking to you. Yes. I
cried after we performed it. It felt great doing. Like it's rare for me to cry after something. But just that piece alone felt so good to do. And I want to do more pieces like it, but that piece just felt so like a breath of fresh air. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. These are the stories I want to tell.
Was there a particular reason or kind of, that you had it on the back burner for like 3 years? Or in the file?
It was, I think it was always like, it was one of those pieces like you can't just put it anywhere. It has to be on a stage with lighting. Like it's a very, it's a very, what's the word I would use? It's a very demanding piece.
Yeah.
It was like I need to be present. I need to give presence. I need for people to see me type energy, but more so just it had something to say. It made the goal was to make people feel, and it wasn't like feel anything in particular. I just wanted people's minds to open up, hearts to open up, feel emotions. Because I know, to me, the best art, in my opinion, is the one that makes you think. Like, yes, there's a clear story, but it is very much so open for interpretation. And with that festival, I was like, okay, we don't know how people are going to perceive it, but it just needs to be done here.
So you were waiting for the right stage.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the right venue, the audience. Yeah.
It was like that movie, if they build it, they'll come, or something.
Something, Field of Dreams.
Feel like that. Field of Dreams, yeah. And he built it. You know, I had choreographed stuff that I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then after choreographing, I got just really out of the blue offers to perform it, and at venues and things that were really perfect, like one piece that was really about women empowerment and females and everything. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're having a girls summit. Do you have anything? I'm like, what? It's manifestation, I think, of us artists, perhaps. I'm really glad to hear that you said that you want us to feel, you felt lighter, and I think maybe even the audience might feel lighter after a little bit, or relief. You cried and everything, and it's important. And that you don't have a specific thing that you're, forcing down their throat, as far as, you must feel this and at this moment, because I don't want to be manipulated as an audience member.
No.
Nobody does. I mean, some people do, but I appreciate that.
And those pieces will come. But for this one in particular, especially for this festival, like watching it, like, because I do my researching it, I was like, it seems like it has like this community feel about it. It's very artistic. And I was like, okay, if I'm gonna submit any piece, it's got to be this one. I want a piece that really, again, opens people's mind and open people's hearts. Just like kind of a play. It's like, okay, it's giving amphitheater in the moments. That's how I felt. And I was like, okay, it's got to be this one, because it's the music, the lighting, all of it. I feel like it's just perfect for people to just it's like, in a way, exhale and just feel, because we don't get to feel anymore.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. And there's three people in the piece, but it definitely fills the space. It fills the space with your energies, your molecules of all your intention. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, before we go, I just want to talk about dancers and our health and our own, bodies, and how we have to think of them as something for longevity more than normal people, because we're using our bodies until you're 95, like me.
Not a bit close.
Still teaching and still doing everything. And, you had a recent little health scare. And you said you would be comfortable just sharing with other dancers about that experience. So can you briefly tell us what happened?
Bear with me. So basically, my heart failed.
Oh, wow.
And I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. The first one, they had me in a coma and they had me on like a heart, lung, and I, for the life of me, can never remember the third machine, but they had me on life support. And it was more so, it wasn't like I have a heart condition, because I don't have a heart condition. They ruled that out. It was from they call it broken heart syndrome, because a close friend of mine died, and the stress of it just did not go well for me. Um, but yeah, I recovered. I'm recovering, and it's funny because the information I'm getting, it sounds like I was an anomaly to the entire hospital, because like I went from like the sickest patient initially to just walking around, or just all of this energy like instantaneously once I fully woke up. And it took a minute for them to like figure out what was happening. But because I'm healthy. I came in healthy. Still was healthy, but I had a whole heart situation happening. So they're just like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? Like, we don't know what to do with this. But they knew exactly what to do with it. Which is why you see, like, I guess for me, I'm extremely happy. I feel like it definitely happened for a reason. And as we all say, God did his big one on this one, because they did say my heart stopped.
Mm.
Um, so initially I did die at some point, which is still weird to say, because it's like for me in my head, I was just going, I was going through like a whole performance and everything. But yeah, it happened, and it's I guess my advice is just be wary of your body. Listen to it, because I feel like if I hadn't listened to my body that day, I would not be here to have this conversation, because I went in thinking I was dehydrated.
Wow.
Because I couldn't keep water down. Like I was thirsty and I drank water, but 5 minutes later I would throw it back up, and I wasn't eating. So at some point the throw up, the throw up was clear because it was just water. My body started cramping, and usually, especially for like Black men, where like we'll sleep it off. Something in my spirit was like, just go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. I asked my mom to take me to the hospital. The night progressed, and apparently my heart was failing in the process. Ended up on the surgery table, and that's the last thing I remember.
Wow.
And then waking up to like my mom and some friends on Labor Day. So again, I was out for a week. But yeah, woke up on Labor Day and just started recovering. They said my heart was fully healed and everything. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Go ahead, Brandy. You're the medical professional.
I mean, yeah, no, I think, people might think that like, oh, broken heart syndrome, what's that? But it's real. And it just, it proves the mind and emotion connection with your body. And yeah, totally. Like us people of color were like, nah, I'm not going to go to the hospital. I'm going to just wait it out. Right.
Yeah. And I'm so glad I did not do that, because,
yeah.
I'm telling you, if I had done that and just tried to sleep it off, that would have been a completely different situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correction.
Listen to your body.
Well, and then again, I'm just getting information from like friends and family. It was extremely bad on their end. And for me, I am worried for them in this way, because it's different to me right now. It's different from my perspective, because again, in my head, I was just going through a whole performance. I was like seeing a performance, meeting new people and everything. But for them, they were they were there watching me be on machines, fighting and everything. So it's like, I do at some point want to just check in with like all the close friends and family that were there to make sure mentally they're okay.
Yeah.
Also, do that like for dancers, make sure your friends and family are okay mentally, because like the love they have for you is so much more than you think. Because I didn't think. Well, it's not one of those I thought this would happen, but the love and the prayers I've been getting are so much that I truly wasn't expecting, but I'm extremely grateful for. And I'm also extremely grateful to be here. And I'm extremely grateful to honestly still to be able to do the San Francisco. I'm just like, okay, so we went through this and I can still do it.
Exactly, right? Yes.
Wow, right. That is a lot. And, as dancers, yes, listen. As family member, and Brandy and I are both mothers, we're not good until our children are good. And
That's
so,
right.
yes, 100%, we're going to be traumatized if we see
Yeah.
our children suffering in any way, always. And so, you went through it. You were going to thrive and survive and create and shine. I didn't even know you and hadn't even met you, but I was worried about you. And I know you're a loved person. I could tell you're loved. You're lovable without even meeting you. And now, obviously. So you're here with us. Give thanks. And you're going to come and meet us and share some beauty.
Oh, I don't think y'all understand the excitement I have. Honestly, all of us have. We've just been counting down because it's like only three of us, but we have been counting down like the days. Like every time we're in rehearsal, we're just so excited because the piece we love the piece.
Yeah.
We've always loved the piece, but to be able to just perform it because none of us have ever been to San Francisco before. But to be able to perform it again, and B, to be able to perform it somewhere that art is thriving is very exciting. And then just to meet new people in general.
Yes.
To meet new people in general, like meet all types of energies and spirits. It's just,
Yeah. The
and
whole
then you see everyone else's pieces.
Oh,
Exactly.
I know, you will. And that's the whole thing, a whole other thing of, like one of the reasons why I do what I do, take your inventory and go, what's important to you, Micaya? One is to create a community on, a local level, which is what I do for my show in June. And one is to create a little bit of a larger community to bring the world here to San Francisco. So San Francisco and the Bay Area can appreciate them, but also so they can connect with each other. And because we've taken the whole competition element out of it, everyone has this feeling of like, what is that? Where is it from? How do you do it? Come to North Carolina and teach me, or you come to, Brussels. And, I love seeing that because, that's what it's really all about for me.
And we thank you so much for doing this. 27 years is insane.
Yeah.
But no, thank you so much for creating this program because honestly, there's nothing like it. And in my opinion, more things like this are needed, especially in the States. Like overseas, I feel like they have this all the time. And I'm a little jealous of it. Here in the States, it's funny because it's like we're the originators of these styles, but our own country won't treat it in its respectful art. Like they won't treat it like fine art, like ballet. And it literally changes lives.
Literally.
And for you to put it on the map and just open this up to the world and say, oh, we're not just gonna keep it to so and so and so. It's like everyone's invited. To me it's very beautiful, and then which makes it to me very so much more exciting to be a part of.
It's very important event. I, would think that after 27 years we would be so stable and so secure.
Right. I was thinking that, but it's like, nah.
But we're not, like at an institution such as this, should really feel like we're grounded and we're not afraid to, fall apart. But, because we don't have the kind of funding that the SF Ballet or San Francisco Opera or the Symphony have, even though I feel like we are equally as important, is just enough to be said. That speaks volumes, y'all. It speaks volumes that we're having such a hard time bringing, these high quality artists of color to the San Francisco, where you could, other people are having, an easier time. They're more secure. They have venues that they own and places. So, I'm going to keep swinging over here.
Please do.
Take my vitamin.
Please do. Please do.
Take my vitamins so I can have my longevity. All right. So we had a great. I knew we were going to have a great one today because I knew that we were going to talk to an artist. We were going to talk to someone who's rooted in the culture, who has a lot of different things to share, has a beautiful piece that he and two others are going to perform. We talked about longevity, listening to your body, dance. And if you want to see these people perform, get your tickets. You have no excuse. Okay? Last year was a rough time because we know that last year, the 26th annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest literally happened 2 days after the election. And because of that, we had the least amount of people ever attend in 26 years. I am 100% transparent. I understand you didn't want to come out, you wanted to cry, you wanted to stay home, even though we could have healed you. They could have healed you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that would have been the perfect time for you to come out and
it uplifted us. It really did. Anyway, but we're here again, 27th. We have dancers coming from Brussels, 2 companies from the Netherlands, North Carolina, Norway, 3 from the Bay Area alone, November 8th and 9th. LeDarius, thank you so much. And
thank you for having me.
We loved having you so much. And Brandy, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you all very soon. Until we see you, much love and much
respect.
Respect.